Welcome everybody inside the Metro News studio for a Hump Day edition of the Gold and Blue Lunch Report. I'm Allan Taylor at your service for these next few minutes, so let's make the most of them. West Virginia ranks number 3 nationally with 21 interceptions. That's 2 more than any other Power 5 defense this season. The Mountaineers added 2 more interceptions against Iowa State. And while quarterbacks typically commit these mistakes when they're under pressure, the one thrown by Joel Lanning to Darrell Worley was coerced merely by the appearance of pressure. Rewinding to the situation, a 3rd down coming off a timeout, and the Cyclones have coached their young quarterback to throw quickly against the blitz. Thing is, Tony Gibson faked the blitz, dropped 8 into coverage.
Said, look, they're going to throw it to us, or we're going to have an opportunity right here because we're going to show him blitz, get up, show press with the corners, bail out, and we're only going to rush 3. He saw it, took the snap, threw it up, Darrell's bailing, and went right under and got it.
This year's 21 interceptions are just 3 off the West Virginia single-season school record, which is shared by the 1981 and 1988 defenses. Hey, Grandpa, can we adjust the tracking on that? Now, if you're tracking Skyler Howard, you know that he has cracked the top 10 single-season passing yardage list at West Virginia, and he needs only 3 yards to pass Haas. Can probably get that with a quick screen on Saturday. Howard also could surpass Oliver Luck and Mark Bulger. That's 1997 Mark Bulger, of course, not the 1998 Mark Bulger, which was a vintage Bulger. The quarterback grapes were splendid that year. But passing is only half of Howard's deal, and lately it has been the lesser half, with West Virginia running Q power and the read option. Howard has done a steady job, but this was one that didn't go so well against Iowa State. 4th and 1, and he hands off to Wendell Smallwood. Hey, you could do worse than giving it to a guy with 7 100-yard games. But this one didn't work, and here's why. Linebacker Levi Peters, unblocked off the left side, crashes down hard on Smallwood. Now on film, West Virginia coaches said Iowa State had typically been bringing the Will or the Bandit, but not both. This time, both. So that's one factor Howard had to deal with. But the QB also had the option to pull the handoff and exploit the right side that was vacated by Peters selling out for the run.
He would. I thought he was going that 4th down because everybody they was wholesaling to try to stop the run. You watch the film, he knows it, man. We talked about it this week. He should have kept that one.
And Howard told me if he had this one back, it would have looked a lot like this 4th down play against Oklahoma. See, that's a lot better. Speaking of Oklahoma, the Sooners appear to be secure in their playoff positioning. Selection Committee Chairman Jeff Long emphasized OU was solid at number 3 in Tuesday night's ranking. So there's much rejoicing at Big 12 headquarters, right? Well, not yet, because only a year ago, TCU sat number 3 entering the final week and fell 3 spots after a 52-point win. This time, OU is finished a week earlier, so all the final impressions go to the dreaded conference championship leagues. I see only one scenario whereby the Sooners should be nervous, and that's North Carolina upsetting Clemson in the ACC title game. That might be enough to lift UNC into the top 4. And if it's a close loss, Clemson still might retain a playoff spot as well, seeing as how the Tigers and Tar Heels' 12-1 records have an extra data point on Oklahoma's 11-1. Now, our game day coverage begins at 1:30 on Saturday. I'll be in the Little Apple, and Hoppy and the guys will be in the studio here in Morgantown. 9 full hours of coverage as West Virginia closes the regular season at K-State. For the Gold and Blue Lunch Report, I'm Allan Taylor. Everybody take care.